Hello and welcome. Have you ever typed something into Google and just wondered, how do they decide what comes up first? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. This explainer is all about SEO, or search engine optimization. And trust me, it's an absolute game changer for anyone who has a website, a blog, a business, pretty much anything online. So let's get right into it.
So here's our game plan. We're going to tackle four big questions. First up, what even is SEO? Then, why should you care? Why is it so important? After that, we'll peek behind the curtain and see how it all works. And finally, we'll talk about what really matters for ranking and some tools you can start using today.
All right, let's start at square one. What are we actually talking about when we say SEO? At its heart, SEO is simply the process of making your website as friendly and attractive as possible to search engines like Google. I mean, the goal is pretty simple, right? When somebody is looking for something that you provide, you want your website to be the first thing they see. You want to be right there at the top. And here is the magic word, free. The traffic you get from good SEO is called organic traffic, and it is 100% free. This isn't about paying for ads. This is about earning your spot, because Google has decided that your website is the very best answer to what someone is searching for. Okay, so we know SEO brings in that sweet free traffic. But really, how much does it matter? Why is getting to the top of that page so incredibly crucial? Let's take a look. Whoa, okay, look at this. This is huge. A massive 70% of all clicks go to just the top 3 results. I mean, think about it for yourself. When was the last time you clicked over to page 2 of Google's results? Yeah, exactly. If you're not near the top, for most people, you might as well be invisible. And the perks go way beyond just getting clicks. When you rank high, people just trust you more. We're all conditioned to see those top results as the most credible. Plus, this isn't like an ad that disappears when you stop paying. Good SEO keeps working for you, delivering results for the long haul, which makes it one of the best investments you can make for your online presence. Okay, so we get it. SEO is super important. But how in the world does it actually happen? How does Google sift through literally billions of web pages to give you an answer in less than a second? It's this really fascinating 3-step dance. First, you've got crawling. This is where little automated programs, or bots, are constantly scanning the entire internet to find new pages. Next is indexing. Once they find a page, Google analyzes it and stores it in a gigantic database. Think of it like the world's biggest library. And finally, ranking. When you type in a search, Google instantly searches its library and ranks the results based on what it thinks is most relevant to you. Our job with SEO is to make every part of that process easier for Google.
So how do we do that? How do we optimize for that whole process? Well, you can pretty much break down all SEO work into 3 main buckets, or as I like to call them, the 3 pillars.
So those 3 pillars are on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. Now here's a super simple way to remember them. On-page is everything you can see and do on your actual web pages. Off-page is all the stuff you do away from your website to build its reputation. And technical SEO, well, that's all the behind-the-scenes stuff that makes sure your site is built on a solid foundation. Let's start with on-page SEO. This is all about your content. It's about doing your research to find the right keywords people are searching for. It's about writing great titles, creating amazing content, and making sure it's all organized well with links and images. The best part? You have 100% control over all of this. Next up, off-page SEO. This is all about building your website's authority and reputation out on the wild web. The number one factor here is backlinks. A backlink is just a link from someone else's website to yours. You can think of each backlink as a vote of confidence. The more high-quality votes you get, the more Google trusts you. And just remember, a vote from a big, trusted website is worth way more than one from a tiny little blog nobody's heard of. And finally, we have the foundation of the house, technical SEO. This is all about making sure your site is easy for Google's bots to understand and provides a great experience for your visitors. Is your site fast? Does it work well on a phone? Is it secure? These things are absolutely critical. I mean, you could have the best content in the world, but if your site is slow or broken, it's all for nothing. Okay, for our last section, let's bring it all home. We know the theory, but what do we actually need to focus on to rank number 1? And what tools can help us get there? Now, you might hear that Google uses over 200 different factors in its algorithm. And yeah, that sounds completely terrifying. But here's the good news. You really don't need to stress about all of them.
The secret is to just focus on the stuff that matters most. And what matters most is creating fantastic, high-quality content that genuinely helps people and earning those authoritative backlinks we talked about. After that, make sure you're using the right keywords, your site is fast, and it works great on a phone. If you can nail just these few things, you're already ahead of the game.
It really just boils down to this simple formula. If you take only one thing away today, let it be this. Excellent content plus quality backlinks equals a better ranking. It all starts with creating something valuable and then building your site's authority. That's the core of it all.
And the best part is, you don't need a bunch of expensive software to get going. Google itself gives you some incredibly powerful tools for free. You can use Search Console to check your site's health, analytics to see where your traffic is coming from, and Keyword Planner to find new ideas. Tools like Ubersuggest are also amazing for beginners.
So, to wrap it all up, don't just think of SEO as some niche marketing trick. It's a fundamental skill for anyone trying to grow something online. It's the bridge that connects what you've created to the millions of people who are out there looking for it right now. And that's our crash course. We've covered what SEO is, why it's so incredibly vital, how it all works, and where you can start. So now I've got a question for you. What part of SEO do you want to dive into next? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.